Good day, grade 10s. This is module 2.2, Network Basics. Networks are generally classified according to the physical area that they cover. In this module, we will learn about two of the smaller types of networks, namely a network with an individual and a network in the home. We will also look at their connection with the largest network of all, the internet. So the first ones that you will look at is your PAN and HAN. PAN stands for Personal Area Network. This is a network organized around an individual or a couple of individuals with a range of a few meters. In a PAN, one computing device, such as a smartphone, tablet, or laptop, typically connects to one or more peripheral device. This could be a sound system, a smartwatch, speakers, or headphones, and this is usually wirelessly. The peripheral devices are usually only able to connect to one computing device at a time, while the computing device itself can host a number of simultaneous connections. So let us take a look at what is the main purpose and advantage. The main purpose of the PAN is to automate connections between mobile devices. So for example, you pair or you connect your smartphone with your Bluetooth headphones. Then whenever your smartphone is within range to the headphones, you can listen to your music wirelessly. Now there are disadvantages. So let us take a look at these disadvantages. Limited range. So if you leave your smartphone in your bedroom and you maybe walk to the kitchen, which could be on the other side of the house, you could lose connection. So it only has a span of a couple of meters. Or if there is a thick wall, it will also lose connection. The data transmission can be slow. So if any of you have ever tried to Bluetooth a song or something or a document to each other through your smartphones. Then peripheral devices usually only pair with one computing device at a time. So I cannot pair my earphones and my smartwatch and a radio, for example. I will have to choose which peripheral device. A peripheral device is an external device that I would like to connect to. The next one we're going to look at is your home area network. This is a small network within a home environment that connects devices such as computers, printers, tablets, smartphones, smart TVs, and gaming devices. Now, we are going to start by looking at the main advantages. Users can access and share their data from any computing device in the home. Users can save money by sharing devices such as a printer. So in the computer center, I do not need a printer next to each computer because we have a network printer. So everyone is able to print to one printer. An internet connection can be shared by all the computing devices in the home. So you won't need a 3G connection for every device in your house or each mobile device. You will be able to set up a router and all the devices will connect to it. Security can be an issue with the wireless networks. So it is extremely important that you use a good password policy. So what is a good password policy? Remember, at least 8 characters long, must be a variety of capital letters, small letters, numbers, and characters. And try to avoid making it someone's name or someone's birth date that is common knowledge. Okay, let's see. So how would I set up a small network? I'm going to need certain hardware. So what hardware would I need? Hardware in the small network includes computing devices themselves, such as desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones, as well as others like printers. Okay. A switch. Okay, now it's very important that you know the difference between a switch and a router. Okay, so a switch is a device used to connect computers in a network, such as a home area network, with cables so that the communication can occur between the computer. But very importantly, a switch does not give you internet access. A router, this is a device that allows one or more computers or devices to connect to networks such as the internet. Most routers today include a built-in switch which allows other computers and devices in the home area network to connect to the router, thereby allowing these devices to communicate with each other and also share the internet connection. So what you could do with a small network is you create a shared folder on one of the computers, and then everyone in the household who's able to access this network will be able to see the documents or the work inside of that shared folder. Okay, then we're going to look at connection methods. So you get wirelessly or with cables. So every computing device must either be wireless enabled, so it's Wi-Fi, or have an NIC. Now, NIC is a network interface controller, and this is used to connect to the network via a cable. Okay, so as you can see here, let's put our highlighter, our laser pointer. So this image here is your Wi-Fi, so you know it's Wi-Fi enabled. And this side is an NIC, a network interface controller card. So this will give you access. I will plug my LAN cable into that port. Okay, so each computer will have one of those. Okay, let's see. Now, PAN, Bluetooth is your most common means of connecting the devices. We all know the Bluetooth symbol. Okay. So with a wired connection, cables are used to connect computers and other devices in the network. On one end of the network cable plugs into the network port, and the other will plug into the computer. So one plug is going to plug into this little port here, and you will see it looks almost like a little house, upside down house, and the other will plug into your computer. The type of cable used is mainly a UTP. Now, UTP stands for a unshielded twisted pair. So we will, at a later stage, discuss the different types of cables. Okay, a HAN will use, a home area network can use wireless and a wired connection. So your cell phone and your laptop will be able to connect to it. Okay, so with a wireless connection, a Wi-Fi access point, your APs, you've heard of me speak about it, outside the school library, there is an AP, and what this does, it will bounce the connection so that more devices will be able to connect to our network. Okay, so UTP, we've got UTP cables. You see this blue cable? This would be a UTP cable. Okay. Then one end will plug into my router or my NIC, and the other side is going to plug into my computer. Then the wireless connection, Wi-Fi access point. So we have a Wi-Fi access point, could be on the wall or a built-in router. And the devices must be wireless enabled and use radio waves for connectivity. Now, Wi-Fi, wireless fidelity, if those that didn't know what it stands for, Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. Now, wireless network technology that uses radio waves to provide network access to a small area. Okay, now the next part what we're going to look at is the software that is necessary in a network. Software is used to control security and communication in the network. These features are built into the operating system software of the computing device. Okay, so you will need a special, like a server, which could be running the network. We will need special software. Okay, so in your Windows settings, you will be able to go to your network and internet. You will be able to see the different settings we have there. Okay, how do we connect to the internet? This is something that we usually just think. You go onto your device and you click on the Chrome icon and you connect it to the internet. Let us take a closer look at this. So, large worldwide computer network consisting of computers and networks linked using communication media. So the communication media can include telephone lines, fiber cables, undersea cables, satellites, cellular technology, and even microwave. Every device that connects to the internet must have its own IP address. Now, what is an IP address? It stands for Internet Protocol. Now, that is basically your device's ID number. So like you have an ID number that specifies you as a citizen, then your computer or your cell phone will also have an IP address. The word protocol means rules for communication. Okay, so what will I need? I'm going to need an internet service provider. Now, an internet service provider is a company that has a permanent fast connection to the internet, like MWeb, Telkom. There are a variety of MTN, trying to think of all the cellular networks. Okay, then we are going to need an internet connection. So these companies sell internet access and services to individuals and organizations for a monthly fee. So you are going to pay for either a capped service or an uncapped, depending on what you have chosen. This fee is dependent on the type of access that is chosen. So let's take a look at the different ISPs. There's MWeb, Telkom SA, MTN, Cell C, Vodacom, AfriHost, and Telkom Mobile. So there are quite a few. Okay, so an ISP is a company that has a permanent fast connection and they sell internet access. And there are the icons. Okay, then an internet connection. There are two common methods to connect to the internet. The first one would be a wired connection using either ADSL or using fiber. Then the other connection would be a wireless connection, and this would be your cellular technology. So ADSL is asymmetric digital subscriber line. So I'm going to say that again. Asymmetric digital subscriber line. This is a permanent digital connection to the internet using a telephone line. The connection is split into two channels, one for making phone calls and one for connecting to the internet. So you will have two lines going in. Then fiber is one of the most exciting developments in fast internet connection for homes and businesses. Data is transmitted along thin glass fiber tubes, making it much faster than the electrical transmission over copper cables used in my ADSL. So fiber to the home, which is known as FTTH, that's fiber to the home, is rolling out the fiber cables to homes and small businesses. Then we're going to look at the wireless connection. It is also possible to connect to the internet wirelessly. This method offers internet connectivity without having to have an ADSL or a fiber line installed. I can use 3G, 4G, and the latest one that is busy developing is 5G. Not so common known in South Africa, but it is available overseas. So a 3G or 4G dongle plugs, that is your MiFi router or the little plug that you use that plugs into a USB port to give you network or cellular network. So you can also use a smartphone or a tablet with its data bundle, okay, as a personal hotspot to connect another smartphone, tablet, or computer. So if you've got extra data on your cell phone, what you could do is you switch on the hotspot connectivity on your cell phone, and then through a password that is given on the cell phone, you may connect your tablet or your laptop. And then just make sure that watch out who you give that password to, because every time you switch your hotspot on, anyone who has that password is able to connect and download with that. You only need to enter that password in once. And that is network basics. I'd like you please to summarize this section in your books or electronically, it's up to you. And then you are going to answer the written module activity on page 99. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we will continue this lesson in class. Thank you. Bye-bye.